Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps is the show that you're currently watching. This is the Thanksgiving special, baby, because we celebrating with turkey. Yeah, we eating on the show, and we gotta do what we gotta do to survive an apocalypse, even on Thanksgiving. Don't forget how we're gonna make it through. Everything's gonna be Louisiana perfect. I don't know what that means quite yet, but we're about to find out right here on the show. So buckle in for yourselves with your ears and your eyes and listen up. It's Apocalypse Tips with Lester Pipps. Boom. Okay, yeah, that's what the show is. You're watching the show that's called Apocalypse Tips. That's what the introduction just told you, so I don't know why I had to repeat it. But sometimes when people's hearing Dr. Ron's music, they like, I don't know what those words was. So I always like to clarify. Thank you to Dr. Ron Rabenek, younger brother of Dr. John, for making that introduction music. Very exciting, very exciting. Now, boy, oh boy, y'all, you know that what it is Apocalypse Tips. I already said that. What that means is, here I am, Mr. Lester Pipps, here to tell you how to survive apocalypses, right? But today's a very special day, okay? And this is our live Thanksgiving special. It's a very live show, certainly not pre-taped, and I'm so excited to be doing this on Thanksgiving with y'all. So, look, first off, happy Thanksgiving to you. Second off, Thanksgiving is based on a little bit of a problematic history, so let's just acknowledge that it's not all about turkeys and such. It's also about a little bit of genocide. But what we can remember is the thankful part, like everybody who's still alive, man, they got stuff to be thankful for, and so does you. So let's not forget who we all trampled on, but let's also not forget that what the broader meaning of the holiday is positivity. So what we're going to do is we're going to get together with a bunch of folks here on the show. Man, I got so many guests coming up, I can't even list them all off, because if I did that, we'd be here for hours. But when they all come in, you're going to meet them. Everybody, I sent out another email to my email list saying, hey, who else doesn't have anybody else to hang out with on Thanksgiving wants to hang out with me? I didn't word it that way, but that's basically what it was. And a bunch of folks responded, which is great. So when they show up, I'm going to add them to the talk. We're going to hang out. We're going to hear what people's been up to, what all the old friends of the show been up to, and how they Thanksgiving is. But before we get to that, I just want to tell you, Thanksgiving in Louisiana is a very special holiday, just like it is anywhere else. But here, we got some traditions we got to talk about, because folks don't know that in the streets of New Orleans on Thanksgiving, everybody, instead, they put down their tubas and they start picking up turkey bagpipes, and they play turkey bagpipes in the streets of New Orleans. And it's a very weird noise. But it's kind of like a combination of a gobble and a squawk. And a lot of people say, hey, that's really bad noise. But then that's just a lot of people. Most people say Happy Thanksgiving, and that's more fun. Now, up here in Baton Rouge, we got a very specific Thanksgiving holiday tradition. Where people take the what they call the things that grow out of turkey. They grow out the turkey feathers. They take the feathers off the turkey and they stick them on their head and they run around, and people are like, uh-oh, that's problematic. But they're like, oh, no, it's not like a headdress. It's just, oh, shit. You know what? Maybe I'm going to edit that part out. Okay, take that back. Take that back. Baton Rouge tradition is like everybody's out there and they're taking all the feathers off the turkey, right? And they're throwing the feathers up in the air and they're saying, well, we got feather fetty. What a good joke. We're proud of that one. Now, boy, oh boy. Look, Thanksgiving for most folks is all fun and good, okay? But you also got to consider Thanksgiving apocalypses, right? We already talked about one major one that wiped out a lot of people. Ooh, not great. Bad job, Pilgrims, bad job. But let's talk about a different apocalypse, which is the potential that maybe it turns out that the reason we've been pardoning turkeys every year is because turkeys is actually doing real offensive crimes, right? And turkeys is bad folks, and we don't know it. It's possible that some turkey uprising could occur where the turkeys start pecking all our eyeballs out one by one. That's an apocalypse. Got to watch out for that. For me, how I handle that is I don't spend any time with live turkeys, just the dead ones. Now, another possible Thanksgiving apocalypse, we could find out that the reason that the NFL has been playing football games every Thursday of Thanksgiving for the last, nigh on every decade for the modern history. I don't know when it started, but I assume it's been forever. turns out they've been doing that to keep us distracted from the fact that Jerry Jones is the X-Men supervillain Apocalypse. Now, I'm not saying he is, but I'm saying it's possible that he might be. So what I've been doing is I've been keeping tabs on him, and every year I'm making sure he looks a little bit older. Because if he doesn't, that means that Jerry Jones is a mask for the X-Men supervillain Apocalypse. So watch out for that. Now, another possible, let's see, there's got to be 3. I always do 3. And I suppose the Native American genocide committed by the Pilgrims doesn't count as 1 because that's a real true thing, not a potential future apocalypse that we should all keep in mind. And I should probably stop mentioning so much because it's kind of a downer, but important to keep in mind. Third possible apocalypse, let's say, okay, so let's say that mashed potatoes, right? People love mashed potatoes, but you know who doesn't love mashed potatoes? Mr. Potato Heads. Maybe all the Mr. Potato Heads get so mad at us for mashing up all their brothers that the Mr. Potato Heads start popping off their mouths, open them up wide, throw them at us, and eat us. Eat us whole. Mr. Potato Head's eating us whole. You got to watch out for that. The way I handle that is in my house, and it is my bunker, not my house because my wife's up in the house, you know. But in my bunker, there ain't no Mr. Potato Head dolls down here. I'll tell you that. Keep them right outside. Anyway, look. Very important to get a hold of what possible apocalypses could come. So I'm glad that we got that out of the way. I'm about to get to my guest, but before I do, I just want to say I got a very nice Thanksgiving dinner here that I think the green screen effect of this fake bunker display that I'm showing you is going to make it look weird, but yeah, it's real grayscaled, huh? But this is my dinner. It looks like absolute shit, but it's turkey, it's potatoes, it's my wife's special Cajun cornbread stuffing. I'm very excited about that. I bet the green salad is gonna look even weirder. Yeah, look at that. Oh man, it looks like absolute shit. But it's green salad. It's got cucumbers in it, which are my favorite salad food. Anyway, my wife gave me this great dinner, and she said, this is the last chance you can have this dinner, and with it is divorce papers. If you don't come to table, eat this dinner with the family, then you got to sign them divorce papers, which is like, it's like kind of getting real. But anyway, yeah, no, I got a lot of friends here to celebrate Thanksgiving with me, so that's what's more important. I'm so excited to introduce Jenna Glace. I'm gonna put her in the show in just 3, 2, 1. I'm not allowed to have copyrighted music on the show, so I'm just me talking over where there's copyrighted music. So sorry about that. It's gonna really make Jenna Glace's bit difficult. Oh, Jenna, I love that. What an intro, man.
Hello, Lester. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm back. I feel like it was just yesterday. I was sitting right here with you in your bunker and me about to take off and go to California. Oh, what a whirlwind.
I mean, that was just a couple weeks ago you was going to California. Did you make it? Is you in California now?
Oh my God, I made it. I flew around. I went to some of my favorite places. And now I'm back in another one of my favorite places, my bedroom, just here with my ukulele and you didn't ask, but my new Thanksgiving hat. One of my favorite holidays of all time, Thanksgiving.
Wow, well, let's spotlight that hat. I was going to ask about it. I didn't get a chance to yet because you just got here, but you're right. I didn't ask yet. I'm so sorry. Man, look at that hat. Wow. What about that hat is Thanksgiving for you?
Oh my God, where do I begin? This hat is probably this season's #1 item in millinery. I went to a virtual haberdasher to get it done, and what's really cool about it is that it has a small trendy brim in which you can fill secrets. Oh, if it doesn't fall off my head.
Wow, I mean that's great. I personally, for me, I gotta tell you, I never associate little elf hats with Thanksgiving before, but I do like the way that it looks on you, and I love the way that it makes you think of Thanksgiving.
Well, thank you. Everyone at my Thanksgiving table will be all a Twitter about it.
Well, that's very exciting. Now, Jenna, you are, of course, a pop star. Everybody knows that. You sing songs about the places that you love. Mm-hmm. Man, you told me that you've not only been working on this California album, which I hope you finished. I know it was only a couple weeks ago, but I hope you finished it.
I actually just finished doing the press tour at a bunch of my favorite different places. But yes, the California, it's wrapped, it's done, tied in a bow, stick a fork in it, but don't eat it for Thanksgiving dinner because I got a whole bunch of other courses coming your way tonight.
Yeah, I never advise folks eat albums for dinner. That's not something that I advise. If you're wondering if you should, probably don't. It's not food. But
It's or two.
but now you told me you've got this Thanksgiving album coming out, which is so exciting.
Oh my God. Okay, well, you heard it here, folks. First, friends. Oh, I'm so excited. I can't even speak in straight sentences. Okay, so for those of you watching for the first time, you all might know I'm very inspired by all the places that I've been to all around the world, and not just physical places, but also special places in my heart. And I take those places and I paint pictures with words and notes, and I turn them into beautiful songs, and I release them to the world. So this time, I am so excited to announce my new album. I'm so excited. I got to take off my very special tiny hat because it's going to fall off with enthusiasm.
Yeah.
My new Thanksgiving album. I'm going to give you a real surprise treat, and we haven't even had dessert yet.
Oh, man. My wife didn't give me dessert.
Thanksgiving album inspired by one of my favorite places of all time, the Thanksgiving dinner table.
Wow.
And I actually sent the all-exclusive first look album art to Lester.
Yeah, look at that.
It's a two-parter. Now, the first album, do you want to throw that up on the screen? Oh, yes, there it is. I worked so hard with all my graphic designers. I'm also passionate about graphic design.
No.
On the cover art, this first album, it's more sort of traditional songs for all the family to sing, and it's called Thanksgiving Love, giving grateful thanks and a special place from the heart for the children. Songs of thanks and joy for swing with friends. By me, Jenna Glace, storyteller.
What an incredible title. I mean, that's fantastic. As always, your titles are very descriptive and very inclusive of many, many words.
Well,
and I love that about them.
It's because I tell my story through song.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I've also got the track list for that album and a couple of tracks to play, hopefully with some time later in the show, because I'd love to sing for you and for all the fans out there.
Absolutely. I want to get to those songs for sure. We're going to get some other guests on the show before we get to those songs, just so more people can hear them. But I do have. Do you want me to show the next page of the cover art?
I do, because this one I'm slowing things down and heating things up, and we haven't even turned on the oven because this album is for lovers, and it's called Jenna Glace, a Thanksgiving Snack. Slow songs for Thanksgiving love and special times for lovers and others and friends. An album by me, Jenna Glace, a storyteller. So this is all about how Thanksgiving's not just about eating, but it's also about meeting and greeting and maybe treating yourself to a little something special on the side.
Wow.
Now we're talking about the green bean casserole, Lester. Oh, I'm so overwhelmed. Oh, I've been sitting on this album for so long. I could just cry.
He's getting so emotional. Well, speaking of meeting people, there's somebody in the chat who's asking questions already, which is great. I forgot to mention, if you're in the chat, please ask questions of my guests. Now, Jeremy Fitzcall asks, who is your biggest influence as a singer, and who is your biggest influence as a person eating food?
Wow, what a good question. I just had to put on my thinking cap for that.
That hat has so many uses.
It's got so many thoughts. I'm just getting all choked up. My biggest influence as a singer, probably the band Berlin. They sang the cover song for the film Top Gun because Berlin is one of the best places in the world. So I think that they sing in a very nice, breathy voice, and it sort of reminds me to just sometimes let it all go. And then my biggest influence as a person eating food.
Oh yeah, who eats the food the best? I mean, look, there's one person who's right here in the room who certainly does eat it's just pretty good. But if it's not me, I won't be offended.
I mean, Lester, I think you eat food beautifully from a bunker or from where else. But I also have to say, I really like the way Jan Arden eats food because she kind of breathes into it. She's a Canadian singer. She sings songs like
wow.
And she opens her mouth real wide so you can get a lot of bites of food in there, but also some joyful noise. Yeah.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's a good answer, too. I don't know who that is, but I trust you that it's a good answer.
She's from Canada. You should check her out. She won a Juno Award.
Juno. Hey, that's Alaska.
No, but that's also a big Canadian music award. Do you know that?
No, I sure didn't. I sure didn't. Well, Jenna, I'm very excited to let you know that we got another guest who's already ready to join us at this Thanksgiving dinner table. Treasure Thomas is here. Treasure Thomas, welcome to the show.
Oh my goodness! Whoa!
Thanks for having me back. Very excited. Jenna, nice to meet you as well. Very nice to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine, and my bellies.
Now, Treasure, last time I talked to you, it was months ago, early on in this COVID quarantine situation, where you was trying to recruit folks for a cult that I had to tell you, probably don't do that. There's no dragons.
There haven't been any dragons lately. Certainly, Lester, who could have foreseen that this would have gone on so long? I mean, I'm sure that I foresaw it, but since I had no baby dragons to write it down for me, I guess I wasn't able to share that information with the world or myself.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Now, you ain't still trying to make people believe that this baby dragons is gonna hatch out an egg, come alive, make a cult for you.
Well, you can't stop the truth, Lester. You can't stop the truth. I mean, they're going to figure it out now or later. Who can really say? I've been getting a lot of FaceTime actually in the last couple months with all of the vilification of all these rideshare companies. I thought, you know what? Why don't I stop building my religion for a minute and I'll start building my own rideshare company. So that's what I've been doing for the last couple of months.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Your own rideshare company. I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, with unfortunately, Proposition 22 did pass in Los Angeles, so that affects the ride sharing there. Where are you, and are you affected by that?
Yeah, I thought Los Angeles would be a good place to go because there are so many people. I didn't hear about the Prop 22 passing until a couple of weeks ago, but I can see why everyone's so mad at the folks now. But starting a rideshare company is not as easy as you might think it would be.
Oh, sure.
I'm having a lot of trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What's been going on?
Well, unfortunately, when I am able to score a rider, I end up with terrible reviews online.
Oh, no.
Oh, that sounds like what are the reviews aren't specific, are they?
Oh, well, yeah, they're all pretty specific. Let's see. This one was from somebody named David. He's saying, Treasure was nice enough at first, but about 10 minutes into my ride, he tried to grab my nose and my ears.
Oh, Treasure, you can't be touching your riders, especially not with all them COVIDs up in the air, trying to eat riders' brains.
Lester, you must now remember this. The last time I was on, I explained that the way that I convert people to my beliefs is I lay hands on their face and their head.
Right. No, I do remember that, but I thought maybe you was, instead of trying to convert people to your beliefs, you was just trying to start this rideshare company. But no, it's all tied up together, huh?
Well, you got to multitask, right? So this woman named Janice wrote, Treasure was nice. He had lots of extra bottled water, right? Lots of bottled water, very important. We got about 20 miles, and he grabbed me on right above my eyes.
Oh, no, see, yeah, you can't be doing that. But I am glad to hear that you got bottled water, because Jeffrey with AD asks, do you give water or snacks to your riders? And I guess we already answered that. What about the water? Do you give them snacks too? Of
course. By that, I mean, when I go to hand them a snack, they will, they'll put their hand out. I'll grab their wrist, pull them close, and then try and hook my hand into their mouth.
Ooh, okay, yeah, no, Treasure. That's like real bad behavior is what that is. That's really in terms of what's frowned upon for a driver to do to a rider, that's top 5.
But how will they get my brain milk, Lester?
Right. Yeah, you should. Yeah. Jenna, I mean, this is all news to you, obviously. You don't know about Treasure's past, but he was trying to give folks brain milk so that they would join his cult and believe in the dragons, which, honestly, is Pretty terrifying, if you're asking me.
Well, I have a tip if you're trying to give your riders a snack treasure. Instead of reaching your hand into their mouth and scooping out the brands for milk, you could hand them a copy of my latest album, Jenna, Glace, a Thanksgiving snack. That's a real snack for their friends.
How'd that get there?
You think that would?
There it is.
Huh? You think that would lure them into touching distance?
I mean, you could touch them straight in their heart with my music.
Yeah, but it doesn't. My religion doesn't really work that way.
Yeah, I mean, if you're asking me, I'd say your religion doesn't really work. Treasure, I love Thanksgiving, and I'm happy to have you here on the show for Thanksgiving. But if you're going to be talking about touching folks who don't want to be touched, well, that's going to be a little bit of trouble.
Well, you know, I thought we kind of understood each other. You know, this is I used my one phone call to come here and be on your show, and
you're in jail right now, Treasure?
Yeah, I just got arrested.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. So thought, come on Lester's show, reach out to some people. Perhaps some women between the ages of 19 and 23 would be watching and interested in hearing what I have to say. And
you know, Treasure, I gotta say, when I sent this email out to all my people on my email list, I did forget that part of your whole thing was preying on young people. But you know what's important is in the chat, Dick Sauce asks, "What is brain milk?" Which I think I forgot to define. So you go right ahead and do that.
Right. Okay. So when I meet someone, I lay hands on their head. They have an understanding of what I bring to them. They come live with me in my Winnebago. I go to sleep at night. I scream and I scream all night long about various visions, futures, sports scores, things like that. They write it down all night. This is my brain milk. This is what nourishes them. They become my baby dragons.
Right. Oh gosh, I forgot that the brain milk was more theoretical than literal. That's so much better than what I was picturing, because I was picturing like little juice brains, little juicy brains coming out your head, getting in people. Oh man, it's so much better this way. Now I do gotta ask though, you haven't had any Thanksgiving visions, have you?
Well, for Thanksgiving, I could just see that. Everyone coming back together, everyone going to concerts and things like that, touching each other again, sharing the air, just a beautiful thing starting today.
Well, that's right. You was on the episode called Y'all Don't Know About COVIDs, if I remember correctly. And I think you still don't quite know about COVID at this point, which isn't great.
Well, I don't have a TV in the Winnebago, so
that's fair. That's fair. Well, anyway, Treasure, thing that's good. Well, there's another question in the chat. Jack Mehoff asks, "You got any other types of milk?" But you don't have to answer that question because I think I know where that one was going. And I think I know who Jack Mehoff might be, and I'm pretty sure he's waiting here in the waiting room right now. Pete, is Jack Mehoff you? Pete, the offensive guy?
I got you, man. I told you I was going to be offensive today. I came out swinging, and I told you how much shit. And I told you that my name was Jack Mehoff, man.
Oh, Pete. Pete, the offensive guy. I mean, gosh. Well, thank you for joining us on Thanksgiving, Pete. I appreciate it, man. Now, last time we talked, you was stuck in the underground, underneath the collapsed gym that you was living in.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
There was some guys trying to get me out. Turns out they did not get me out.
Okay, so you are still down there.
Yes. And it just so happens that it turns out it was not the gym. My first and foremost cue was that there's like 20 other children in here who keep asking me to teach them music. And I'm like, what?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were in the music classroom accidentally. You thought it was the gym, but then it wasn't.
Yeah, man. Eventually, I got embarrassed and I learned about it. They were like, dude, that's not a bong. That's a saxophone. Dude, that's not a clarinet. That's a saxophone. Dude, that's not a bong. That's a tuba. Dude, that's not a bong. That's a snare drum.
Yeah,
Dude,
you were so convinced that there was going to be a bong in the gym, and it turns out you were just looking at all the different instruments.
every single one of them, even some of them I thought were instruments and ended up being children.
Oh man. Well, Pete, you're still in the music room now. Are you doing a music class Thanksgiving?
Yeah, man, I'm teaching a new song for Thanksgiving. And Jenna, you might like this one because it's about Thanksgiving and stuff. And the way that I start it is I hit one of the keys. That's a coin. So I say, it's time for treasure. And then I hit another one. Excellent. It's time for excellent Thanksgiving. And then I'll hit another one. Go to Thanksgiving store. Pictionary.
Oh my God.
Pictionary.
Wow, Pete. I mean, Pete, this song is just as disjointed as your stories usually are. This is incredible.
I told you it was gonna be offensive. I told you, man.
Oh, I wasn't offended by any of that, man.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
What about when it was saying Pictionary? You know what Pictionary is?
Yeah, that's that game where you draw a picture and then people try to figure out what it is.
No, man. This is an X-rated game where you take pics of a certain part of your body and send them to your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Oh no, Pete.
I'm talking about your beautiful face. You're very handsome.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Get out of here.
Good, yeah. No, I mean, it's not offensive, but yeah, no, good, yeah. It's nice.
Dictionary.
Wow, that's fantastic. Now,
Pictionary. Why would they program it to say Pictionary? What function is that for?
I don't know. That came with the keyboard that you found in the music room?
Yeah, man. It's not a bong, P.S.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, I knew. Because, yeah, when I see a bong, I'm like, that's probably what a bong is. But when I see a piano, I'm thinking, that's probably a piano.
No, I've lost about 2 ounces of marijuana into the battery compartment. And then when I light it just start smoking up. This thing didn't. I think this. Never mind.
Well, what, you think it's an effective pipe?
No, I was going to say it didn't say Pictionary when I got it. I think my keyboard might be high.
Oh, wow. You put so much weed in it that now it's talking about playing Pictionary? Maybe you got a high keyboard that just wants to play Pictionary with you, Pete.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, that doesn't make any sense. I'm feeling a little claustrophobic, and whatever the condition is where you're trapped inside of a
Pictionary box?
What was it?
When you're trapped inside a Pictionary box?
Dictionary.
This is what it says box.
Pictionary box.
Oh, listen to that one. That's offensive. Listen.
Come on.
I couldn't hear that.
Come on.
Oh, okay. I heard that. Now I'm understanding why.
I told you that's going to be offensive.
Yeah, there we go. We found it. Now that I have all three of you here together, I mean, I'm very excited to talk about like Thanksgiving and eating together and being together with your friends and your family. Y'all, I already showed what I'm eating, which is this very disgusting looking food, but it's not disgusting. It's just the way that the green screen works makes it look disgusting. Turkey, potato stuff. What y'all got favorite Thanksgiving food? Man, feel free to eat if you got food with you.
Well, I brought this. They let me bring it in here. I bought it right before I got picked up. So hopefully I can open this later and I'll be able to enjoy this.
Wow, can of cream pumpkin? Is that what that is?
I think it's a pumpkin pie in a can.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, it's pumpkin pie. You're like, Treasure, is pumpkin pie the thing that makes you think of Thanksgiving the most?
Yeah, if I needed to describe a literal translation of what brain milk does for the mind, body, and soul, it would be pumpkin pie with 2 dollops of whipped cream.
Whoa.
Oh wow, that's very sweet. That's very nice.
That's poetry, really.
That's great. Well, Pete, I see you holding up a food there yourself. Is that? Oh, that's not a food. What is that, Pete?
I'll give you a hint. First, it's not a bong.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
second, it's an egg that when you eat, you get diarrhea. Listen to it.
Okay.
They make you very sick, but that's about the only food I can get down here.
Oh no. Yeah.
Besides the occasional dead group of children. I told you it was going to be offensive.
Okay. Yeah. I hope that's not real. I hope there's no real dead children down there in the music room.
Was that offensive?
I mean, yeah. You're talking about dead children. That's.
Dude, I told you, man.
Yeah, you found it, man. You found a way to be offensive. Nice job.
They taste offensive, too. They taste like unlived dreams.
Oh, Pete.
Oh no.
You actually ate the children?
Yeah, man, you gotta.
Oh no.
But they kept, when I was trying to eat them, they kept going. And then one of them was like,
Okay, I think you're talking about farm animals, Pete.
I told you it's going to be offensive and confusing.
It always is, man. It always is. Well, Jenna, how about you? You got a favorite Thanksgiving food over there?
Oh, do I ever? Okay, well, if I could eat my ukulele, I would because I think it's delicious and everything that comes out of it is delicious and inspiring. But first of all, if you're gonna eat Thanksgiving at your favorite place, the Thanksgiving table, you better eat it on your favorite plate, shaped like pumpkin, kind of like a pumpkin pie.
Wow.
Okay. So number two, always like to eat something hearty, some rib sticking, and that will be New England clam chowder. I realize that this is not censored for the brand name, but you could just pretend it's called Blue Blanklin clam chowder. And because I'm hibernating up in my room, I'm eating it with a couple of sticks made of pretzel.
Wow. That's a very unique Thanksgiving meal. You don't hear too often about folks eating New England clam chowder with pretzels on Thanksgiving. But if that's what you like, Jenna, then that's what you like.
There's a little something savory, and you can save it for later right here behind your ear. And the other great thing about my Thanksgiving table, Lester, is that it's really important not to lose sight of the message of the holiday. So whether you're with your family, with your friends, with no one, with just a song in your heart, it's always important to gather with thankful hearts wherever your Thanksgiving table is in the world.
Wow. Jenna, you're doing a lot of work with props, which reminds me of another guest I had on the show recently, which is very nice. You're doing a great job with all them props.
Oh, my God. Well, it's not really a prop. It's just an extension of my heart.
Oh, wow. What'd you say, Pete?
I said, like my favorite comedian, Carrot Top.
Sure, yeah. Carrot Top is a good prop comedian as far as I know.
He's probably a good Thanksgiving dinner guest because his name is made of carrots.
That's probably true. There's carrots right here in this salad, which again looks real bad, but it isn't. It's just the way that the green screen works.
A bowl of orange peels.
This one, that's a carrot.
Lester, are you sure you're not eating a broken television? You look like your food looks like a broken TV.
No, man, my wife made me real nice food. She gave it to me, and yeah, she did say I have to like sign divorce papers if I don't come to dinner. But she gave me all this nice food, and that's great. But yeah, on the green screen with the green screen effect, it looks crazy. But no, this is like cucumbers, carrots, croutons, lettuce.
So,
It looks like a bowl of area.
you kind of skipped over. So are you going to sign your divorce papers?
Well, you know, so it's like, okay, so the ultimatum here is I either have to leave the bunker and stop being dedicated to solving these COVID problems by letting people know they got to stay in the bunkers and being a good example by not leaving mine, or I go to Thanksgiving dinner with my wife and son. And it's like, it's just tough. I told him, why don't you come down to the bunker, have Thanksgiving with me? And my wife said, no, the whole thing is you got to stop doing the bunker thing and start living life again. And I'm like, baby. She said, don't call me baby. And I said, but baby. And she said, don't call me baby. And I said, okay. And then I turned to my son and I said, baby. And he said, don't call me baby. I'm a boy. I'm a boy child now, not a baby child anymore. And I said, okay, fair enough. And then I looked back to my wife and I said, Charlene, just come in the bunker. And she closed the door. But she did let me take the food down. So I think at this point I kind of have to sign the papers, let her go. Because if she's not going to come along with me for this ride, then I gotta let her find her own way, you know.
What if I told you your son was already here and
What?
he's grown up a lot?
What are you talking about, Pete? You got Bubblegum and Pipps down there? Well, his legal name's John, but I call him Bubblegum. You got him down there in the music room?
He's doing well.
I saw him today in Baton Rouge.
I'm in Baton Rouge. I never disclosed that.
You are? Oh my
Yeah,
god!
for
I
work.
was in a different place last time, but I don't remember where exactly. But okay, damn,
Louisiana, right by LSU, man.
yeah. Wow. Okay.
He loves you.
Well, thanks, Pete. That means a lot. I don't know 100% if he's pranking me again or if this is true, but if it's true, man, thank you. I needed to hear that.
Your son is the one who looks exactly like a farm pig and snorts a lot and screams when he gets turned into bacon.
How did I get
Your son,
got this? Dang. Of course, I knew you. All the time you was referring to kids, you was referring to farm animals. Damn it. How did I let that happen?
I told you I was going to be offensive. Fuck.
Oh, man, Pete, you so offensive. Well, we got some more folks who's ready to join the show. So let's welcome on the next one. Suckleberry Sequim's here, which is very exciting. Suckleberry, we haven't talked to you for forever. Welcome to the show, Suckleberry Sequim.
Hello! Happy Thanksgiving, Lester.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, Suckleberry, man. I'm so. It looks like you're doing well. Oh, we got a big. It looks weird there. Oh, there we go. You last time we talked, you had commandeered the apartment of some folks in Seattle. You were living there. You tricked them out of it. Is that still true?
It's still true, Lester. I got this whole apartment all to myself, but provisions are getting a little low, if you know what I mean.
Oh no, you was running out of food?
Running out of food, Lester. And I don't like to leave because I don't know if you knew this, but there's a disease outside right now.
I did know that. Yeah, there's all them COVID's up in the air.
Yeah, so I've been hunkering down. I'm running out of stuff. But I have these calm gummies.
Okay, well that's not like great like sustenance food, but it sure is. It's vitamins, isn't it?
Yeah, it's vitamins and it has raspberry lemon flavor and they calm me down. So I've been eating them a lot.
Well, that's good. Now,
Also, fresh out of rosé.
oh no, that's your favorite thing.
That's my favorite thing.
I mean, Suckleberry, you commandeered this apartment for the rosé.
I did, but it turns out there's something else here that they have. Sweet vermouth.
Okay, you I mean, you're just a little boy who seems to be ageless, but I mean, I suppose it'd be okay for you to drink a little bit of vermouth.
I love rosé. I love sweet vermouth. It's delicious. So
Well, that's great.
we're doing okay.
Is there somebody else in the house with you?
Yeah.
Oh, really? You found a friend? That's exciting. A lot of folks in these COVID situations ain't able to find friends to share Thanksgiving with. I'm so lucky to have all of you. And you got somebody up there in the house with you?
Well, yeah. So, it gets real lonely over here. And my last rafting trip ended in a lot of deaths. So
That's right.
I had to come up with some friends of my own. So, well, you want to meet my first girlfriend?
Yeah.
Yeah, Suckleberry. Oh, that's so exciting. Everybody, Suckleberry, little boy Suckleberry Squim, longtime descendant of Huck Finn, got his first girlfriend. That's so exciting. Yeah, bring her on.
All right. This is my fleur-de-lis.
Oh boy,
So she's just
Oh,
the
she's
same.
beautiful.
Suckleberry. That's a dust mop.
She's a flower, Lester.
Okay.
She's a flower. It's okay. It's okay, baby. Don't listen to him. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. We'll do that later. Shh.
Okay. Well, folks. I guess. Unfortunately, a good friend Suckleberry has been maybe going a little bit crazy, being alone by all this time in COVID quarantine, which is not good. But I'm curious. I mean, is your fleur-de-lis coming to a Thanksgiving dinner with you?
Yeah, we're just gonna stay right here. She doesn't really like to drink so much, so all the sweet vermouth for me. But she does love these calm gummies, so gotta share with Miss Grabby Hands over here.
I suppose so. Now, in the chat, Jay Koff asks, do they have adult channels on their TV? Oh, yeah. Do you get adult channels on TV there?
I hope so.
They only
Wait,
have
Pete,
one channel.
they only have one channel?
Netflix.
Oh, that's a good channel. That's got all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. So I mean, there's that, but like, I don't get to surf the channels. I don't know. I didn't grow up with a whole lot of technology, as you know, Lester. So
Sure, you grew up on a raft, if I remember correctly.
yeah, I sure did. So it's a lot of it's kind of lost on
And
me.
then your parents was a moose and you killed him?
And I killed. I'm not ashamed of it.
No.
No.
You haven't been taking Florida Lee exploring outside at all, have you?
No, because last time I went outside, death happened. So I've been staying in here.
Okay, well that's smart. That's smart. Yeah, you wouldn't want to expose your new girlfriend, which again is a dust mop, to any kind of murdering.
No, she's a flower, Lester. And no, I will not murder her. I will not murder her.
I want to point out that I'm saying she's a dust mop, and you're not saying no, she's a human woman. You're saying no, she's a flower, which for me, that's curious. It's like that's not really a woman, but you're just confused as to what the physical object is.
Well, I mean, it's like a metaphor, right?
I suppose.
A flower is a bit like in French. I don't know if you know this, but I speak French, and flower in French is feminine, la fleur.
Mm-hmm.
So, and a dust.
So in that sense, yeah, I mean that makes sense. I think everybody here agrees that makes sense, and we can agree on that's
What?
normal and good.
Wait.
No sense.
You're not following it, Pete?
No.
Hey.
Not following. Of all the people who aren't following any logic.
Treasure, look like
Lester, I need to jump in now. The big guy with the stick is telling me that I gotta go. So
oh right, you in prison. Hey Treasure, listen, man. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you don't have to stay in prison too long, but at the same time, I also hope you reform your behavior as a result of your arrest.
let me tell you, Lester, I just want to say I'm thankful for this vision-filled brain that keeps me screaming all night long, that the good Lord has blessed me with. And I would be very thankful if someone showed up and posted $3,500 in bail for me, so I could be out of here by the weekend. And if you can't do that, jump onto Treasure's Little Dragon rideshare service and leave me a great review.
Treasure's Little Dragon rideshare service. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm definitely not going to come bail you out because I'm not leaving the bunker just to reconnect with my wife and son. So I couldn't possibly leave the bunker to reconnect with you. But I do appreciate you, and I'm glad. I'm glad you came, and I wish you luck in freeing yourself from prison and in your rideshare business, I suppose. But please, maybe not so much brain milk and a little more just like traditional rideshare.
Well, we'll just have to see what my visions lead us to in the future.
I suppose so. Well, Treasure, appreciate you being here. I'm sure we'll reconnect after you get out of prison.
That's just jail. It's just jail. For now.
Okay. Just jail for now. Okay. Bye, Treasure.
Bon voyage, TT.
Wow. Treasure Thomas, everybody. I mean, look, I didn't know that he was calling from prison, but had I known, I would have asked him more prison-related questions. I guess it's jail, not prison. I keep saying prison, but that's okay. Listen, we got somebody else who's ready to join the show. But before we get to them, it's very important to me that we get to Jenna. You said you had some songs you wanted to sing for us. I'd love to hear your first one before we bring in our next guest.
Oh my God. Okay. I mean, I never do this, but I have a couple songs really quick off the new album. I wanted to just give a sneak peek to all my fans out there. Just a few samples of the track listing from Jenna, Glace. Thanksgiving, love, giving grateful thanks in a special place from the heart for the children, songs of thanks and joy for Swing with Friends.
Yep.
A few songs on here. The track list is as follows. I'm not going to give the whole thing away, but here we go.
Yeah, let's just do three for now. Okay.
So from from part one, the main course, we've got a song called "Full of Gratitude in My Heart's" parts 1 and 4. We have another song called "Who's Bringing the Casserole?" Another song called "Who Left the Coat in My Bedroom?" Then we also have another one called "Leftovers." Guess that's why they call it the blues. And then finally,
that's more than 3.
The grand finale. Stop! Don't talk about that at the Thanksgiving table.
You asked her to share her songs, and so she's just sharing the titles of songs. I thought she was going to play a song.
Honestly, I did too. I'm glad she shared some titles, but Jenna, did you want to play us one?
Comment. I got songs. I would love it if maybe you'd join me in one. Is that okay?
Who, me?
Yeah, you and everybody listening.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Let's all sing along at home.
Okay. I figured we could start with "Leftovers." Guess that's why they call it the blues.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna highlight you even though we're singing along. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Just gotta get it started up.
Sure, yeah. I mean, hey, sometimes it takes time to cue up a track.
Just warming up.
I'm not allowed to have copyrighted music on the show, so I'm just me talking over where there's copyrighted music. So sorry about that. It's gonna really make Jenna Glace's bit difficult. Jenna, this is a song that exists again. He's doing that thing where you play an existing song and you just like slightly change the lyrics.
Dictionary.
That was exactly.
Thank you for that, Pete.
That was the original tune. Hold on, I got one more. Actually, I got one more.
I just want you to know that just because of the way that Twitch has rules now about music, I do have to cut you off like very quickly when you start playing copyrighted music. But I am curious to hear what the next one is. I hope it's not copyrighted. I hope it's an original.
Okay, this is a very original song. It's called this one's from Jenna Glace, A Thanksgiving Snack. It's called "Pour Some Salt in My Mouth, You Pig." Okay, ready? And a 1 and a 2 and a 3.
I'm not allowed to have copyrighted music on the show, so I'm just me talking over where there's copyrighted music. So sorry about that. that's Mariah Carey's "All I Want for Christmas Is You." I know that song from the jump.
You're joking. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well then, before I sign off, maybe one song that works, and that's the bonus track. It's called "Butterball." Okay, it's about a turkey. Can I just play?
Okay, yeah. I love a good song about a turkey. That's great. There's not enough music about turkeys, if you ask me. I hope this one's original and not something I
Maybe you could help me sing along.
Maybe. I don't know the lyrics, but I'd love to try.
Maybe. Maybe.
I'm not allowed to have copyrighted music on the show, so I'm just me talking over where there's copyrighted music. So sorry about that. We're doing Wonderwall. Okay, I see it. Butterball, Wonderwall. I like what you're doing there, Jenna. I do have to cut you off, though. I gotta get you to stop that music.
After all, my Butterball. Okay.
Sorry, I love this bit, and by bit I of course mean thing that you do for your real job. But with new Twitch rules that we follow in here on the show, I gotta really crack down on copyrighted music.
Okay, I don't want to spoil too much for the fans, so I'll leave you with that little treat. But happy Thanksgiving, Lester. Thank you so much for having me on the show and letting me play my music for all my friends and fans out there. This is one of my favorite places in the world, and for this year, I'm very thankful.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jenna. And honestly, even though I did not let you play through those songs, I know that they're beautiful.
Thank you so much, Lester. Just like your heart.
Oh.
Okay.
Excuse me. Sorry, a little bit of turkey in the craw, as they say. Crawdad is a thing down here. Anyway, look, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much, Jenna.
Thank you for having me. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Wow. I mean, yeah, Jenna always does this thing where she's playing copyrighted music, and I forgot, and we really can't have that on the channel, so I had to not let her do a bit. And by bit, I mean real job. Okay, we got another guest in who's ready to join the show. I'm very excited about that. Calvinson, Olivermore, Chasteton III. I haven't talked to him in Wow, so many long months.
That's not
Welcome to the
parole
show,
officer.
Calvinson.
Hi there, Lester. I just want to correct you really quickly. Calvinson Olivermore Chasteton III is my dad. I'm Calvinson Olivermore Chasteton III Jr.
Oh, so sorry. That's right.
That's
I
all
forgot
right.
about that.
That's
No, that's okay. Now, last time we talked, you was out on a big boat. You was saying your advice for people how to survive COVID was just to get out on a big boat.
Listen, I was on my smallest boat. I was on the smaller of my 3 boats, and it was a real tragedy in my life, I would say. But I actually did get a fair amount of feedback from the people, and by the people I mean my staff, that I wasn't necessarily connecting to the common person by doing that. So I've actually in the middle of constructing a tiny house. It's just a small little thing, 5 bedrooms, 3 bath. But and it's, you know, on just a small parcel, probably I think 50 to 60 acres. I'm not exactly sure. I should know, but I try not to get involved in the details, the nitty-gritty and so forth.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm just trying to connect to the people some more, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine you can do that from such a nice, fancy place like that. I do have to say real quick, Pete put he texted me that he had diarrhea from eating that plastic egg and had to run away. So that's why he left the show, which thank you to Pete for being on the show. But Calvinson, I mean, I love that you have a desire to connect with the common folk, but I also feel like at the same time, you're going about it in a way that seems like, oh, you don't know that they're not rich.
Well, I don't necessarily agree to disagree there, Lester. Listen, for the past several months, I've done everything with the people. When the people were marching out on the street to protest police brutality, I was also marching on my Stairmaster in my tiny home. So
Right.
just I've done everything I can to connect with the people, and I just sort of resent the implication that I'm too rich to do that. I used to always wear suits, but in quarantine, one of my hobbies has been designing clothes, and I actually designed this shirt off of Amazon. I just hit the design button.
Okay, well, I've never seen a design button on Amazon. I have seen a buy now button.
It was one of the buttons. It was just the button you hit, and then the design shirt showed up.
Okay. I mean, I can see online shopping being a hobby for some with money in a quarantine. That makes sense. I mean, Suckleberry, you always wear the same shirt. So would you ever consider designing a shirt like Calvinson?
Well, if you want to design a shirt to look more like me, I could help you do that. But I'm a one style kind of guy. You know what I mean? I'm a simple boatman myself, not unlike you, Calvinson.
Very much the same. Very much the same. This is what I'm saying, is that I am much like little boys down rivers. I'm very much the same in my heart.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a way, sure. Yeah, in your heart, I like that. I mean, both of you do have history on boats. That's true. Both of you do have history of, maybe leaving a little bit of trailer damage in your wake. So I suppose that's true too, in a way. Suckleberry with literally murdering his moose parents, and Calvinson with probably just economic destruction based on the way that you profit off of other people. But in a way that's similar.
I think we're like the prince and the pauper. 2 sides of the same coin, you know what I mean?
So
yeah, Calvinson.
I was just going to say, I don't really understand what you mean by coin. Do you mean Bitcoins?
No, man. I mean like a coin, like metal, like one you find in the pocket of your neighbor that you're tricking into letting you ride their sled on a snowy day. You know what I mean?
I will learn about it.
Okay, so Calvinson, I'm getting the sense that you don't ever use coins. You've never heard of a coin before. What did Calvinson Olivermore Chasteton III ever give you a piggy bank to learn how money works when you was a kid?
Oh, he didn't listen. My relationship with my dad is top notch, or was top notch, pardon me, and it always was.
Oh.
And Listen, I knew that he loved me because I got a Blankenside card that said it once every year in the general vicinity of my birthday. So I felt that connection, that strong connection, and of course he did allow me to interview for the CEO job of Cock Plastics, which of course I got. So
Of course, yeah.
So
I forgot that that's where you work.
Did he
COC
give
Plastic.
me? Yeah, COC. That's our initials.
Plastics.
What's that?
Cock Plastics.
Yeah, that's my initials. COC. Cock.
Oh,
Cock
not like a
Plastics. Not like what?
dildo.
I don't
Suckleberry.
I don't know what that.
Oh, you don't. I suppose, yeah, as a rich person, you would never have need for that if you were interested in it.
Yeah, only poor people use dildos. Is that right, Fleur?
Well, I just typically don't buy my own stuff, so I don't know what things are called.
You don't know what things are called?
Yeah, things just show up in my home and I use them.
Okay.
I think that's typically how things work for everyone.
For me, I show up in people's homes and then use their stuff.
Oh, so very similar. Very similar. We are kindred spirits, you and I, Suckleberry.
Yeah, exactly.
That's true. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking like Suckleberry here is looking for a new place because the apartment you was in is kind of running out of supplies, and all you got left is your girlfriend there, Fleur. And Calvinson, you're looking for a way to connect with the common folk. I mean, I'm seeing a match made in heaven here.
Yeah. So here's the thing about the place that I'm at right now is, like I said, it's a tiny house, only 5 bedrooms, which is 2 fewer bedrooms than there are days of the week, and I do like to rotate. So it's
so you sleep in a different room every night?
Yes, yeah, as do most people, just to mix things up. I think, just to have a different experience.
Well, in a way, the two of you are similar in that too, because Suckleberry goes from place to place, and you go from room to room. I mean, I don't see why you couldn't get on get yourselves back in the same tiny home and just have different rooms. You know, like you start in the Monday room on Monday, Calvinson, and Suckleberry, you start in the Monday room on Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? So then you just one room off.
Oh boy, you can't be in the Monday room on Tuesday because they're different days, Lester.
Okay, I suppose that's true. No, that's my bad, I guess.
Wow.
Okay, well, I didn't think it was that funny. Well, sorry, Suckleberry. You know, I thought maybe this was an opportunity to find you a new place to rest your head, but I guess I was mistaken.
Well, you know, I think at another time in my life that would have put me over the edge a little bit. A disappointment like that, I might have gotten on my raft with my bow and arrow and done some damage. But now that I have love in my life, I'm a different man. So
wow. Well, that's so nice to hear. Because, yeah, I mean, last time we talked, you were taking a lot of vengeance. You know, you was doing a lot of getting on ships, and by ships I mean rafts, and enacting your revenge on folks who seem to be not doing things that were that terrible, to be honest. And this is like an affront to your person in a way that could have driven you to that madness. And I certainly wasn't trying to tee that up. But I am glad to hear that you're reformed in a way. You know, and I think seeing how Fleur has affected you makes me think I should stop reminding you that that's a dust mop.
Yeah, because, you know, I think like right now I'm on a really nice path of compassion and love. But if I were to be let down in any way or have this love come out of my life, I might just about lose it. So.
Wow. Well, I certainly wouldn't want that. So, yeah, I guess I won't remind you that that's a dust mop. Now, Calvinson, I'm curious, what's Thanksgiving like in the tiny house? And by tiny house, 5-bedroom mansion.
Yeah. Well, we fit in as many staff members as we could to prepare the meal. A typical Thanksgiving meal at the Chasteton the third household is we do turkey sushi, which is lovely. We do an au gratin.
What?
An au gratin. Potatoes au gratin. It's French.
Okay. The Suckleberry knows about French.
Yeah, right. Perfect. And then we also, speaking of France, we do a little champagne
Uh-huh. And I'm sorry, what is it? Is you talking about champagne?
How do you say it?
Is you talking about champagne?
Is that how you say it? Is that how you say champagne?
Yeah, champagne. Like Champaign,
Okay.
Illinois,
You
where
must have,
sometimes LSU football Tigers play.
you must have learned how to say it by reading it.
I guess
it's
so.
pronounced
No,
it's pronounced champagne.
okay. Well, hey, that sounds very nice. And last time we talked, it was the case that you was away from most of your family. Are they coming back together for Thanksgiving?
Well, yes and no. Yes and no. Last time we spoke, if you'll remember, my wife wouldn't allow my girlfriend on the boat.
That's right. I
But
do remember that. Yeah.
Thanksgiving is a time to bring people together. And so I am chipping away at that attitude of hers. And we'll see. Yeah.
I see. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to chip away at a wife's opinions when they set in stone. Like I had to concede that we are divorced today. So
Ooh.
with my wife. So I do understand that, and I wish you luck. I hope your debate with your wife doesn't go the same way as mine did, where it turns out she wanted a divorce and I couldn't come out of the bunker to end that. But at the same time, I'm thinking like, maybe your wife has a point. You got a mistress, like Suckleberry. You got one love right now, right?
Yeah, and I'm just kind of realizing she's never really said anything to me before. You're both talking about your loved one saying words to you, and I just realized Flora's never said a single one to me.
Oh,
Well,
no,
Suckleberry. Does Flora text you? Because that's how I communicate with my wife.
I don't think she has anything to text with.
Yeah, she doesn't have a phone.
No, and just the one appendage, which I love, let me tell you that. But she can't text me. She can't. She's Fleur. Is there a human in there, Fleur?
Oh no.
I feel like. Are you gaslighting me, Fleur?
I don't think so.
Guys, I think I'm gonna have to go work this out with.
Oh, Suckleberry. Okay.
My girlfriend.
Well, shoot. I hope this doesn't send you into a murderous rage.
I really hope it doesn't send me into a murderous rage.
Well, Suckleberry, just before you go, any Thanksgiving and COVID advice for my listeners at home? Anything you want folks to find on the internet? I forgot to ask that of every other guest, so maybe skip that. Actually, don't do the internet thing. I'll figure it out at the end of the show.
Yeah, I would say, you might get sad if you can't get rosé. If you can't leave your house and get something to drink, sweet vermouth will keep you. And just to prove it.
Yeah. Wow. Thanksgiving vermouth. Not something that you hear about too often. Not something that sounds very good to me, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Suckleberry, Sequim, thank you for being here, and I hope things go okay with Fleur.
Me too. We'll find out.
Okay. Well, bye, Suckleberry. Wow.
Oof.
I tried to tell him that his girlfriend was a dust mop a lot of times.
Listen, I understand, because I am a man of the people, that gaslighting is far, far inferior to electric lighting. And welcome to the 21st century, just come on with us. Yeah.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Well, we have another guest in the waiting room ready to join, and that is a real estate mogul and a great lady, Chezlounge Cahier, who's here. Chezlounge, welcome to the show. Thank you for being here.
Lester, my sweet little baby from the 19th century. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, Chezlounge Cahier. Thank you so much for being here. And this is Calvinson, Olivermore, Chasteton III Jr.
Oh, Shantae, Mr. Calvinson.
As they say in France.
I heard you talking about champagne.
Thank you. Yes.
Champagne at my condo right now, but I wish I did.
Yeah, that's an essential. When you're packing to go away for a while, you got to make sure you pack the champagne in your icebox.
Of course. Hey, Lester, I was just getting
Yeah.
drinks with your ex-wife. She said to tell you hi.
Wow, she's already getting drinks with you. We just finalized it. She just gave me the divorce papers this afternoon. I mean,
Yeah, we just got back from drinks. So, yeah, it was good to see her.
wow. Well, that's good. I mean, was she sad that I decided that I would sign the papers?
No, she didn't even mention it.
Oh,
Weird.
well, what'd you talk about?
Well, we talked about, I showed her how to use Bumble, and I showed her how to use Hen,
Why did I ask?
and I showed her how to use Dictor.
Wait, I'm sorry. I know about Bumble and Hinge, but what was the last one?
Dictor. It's like
I don't-
Tinder, but Dictor.
Oh, I get. Okay, so it's like, oh man, she's just out there looking for. Okay, well, dang, man, because it's like, okay, because all I had to do really was just come out of the bunker, and I could have been, the dictator for her, but instead, it's like,
Yeah, she has been horny, Lester. She's been so horny, and you did nothing
man.
about it.
well, I told her to come down to the bunker. Look, we can't relitigate this, okay? Because I already decided that I would choose bunker over wife every time, and I got to stick to my guns. But she's allowed. I mean, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Are you having drinks with my wife on Thanksgiving?
I'm having drinks with all my girls at different points in the day, outdoor dining. So,
Mhm. Well, that's good at least.
yep. And I'm making some celery that is dejuiced.
Oh, wow, that sounds. I mean, celery is mostly water, isn't it?
Yeah. So the goal is to take all the water out and just eat the little shreds. It's kind of like stuffing, but it's celery shreds.
Wow, that sounds like. That could be good. I believe you could make that good.
Right. So my juicer is kind of on the fritz. So what I'm going to do is just chew on the celery and then just try to spit out as much of the juice as I can so I don't swallow those calories.
Sure. Yeah, the water is definitely the calories part of the celery, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Chezlounge, that's exciting. I mean, I do have another guest in the waiting room, so I'm going to add him into the show. But then we get back to you. Don't worry.
Well, so before you do that, we're mid construction here, and I'm gonna have to go supervise and fire some people.
Oh.
So
Are you adding 6th and 7th bedrooms to complete your weekly set?
trying to. It's been 2 sleepless nights every week, and it's rough.
You just don't sleep those nights?
How could I? I don't have a bedroom.
I guess that makes sense. Well, Calvinson, good luck with that. Thank you so much for being here. Any last words of advice for Thanksgiving COVID for my listeners?
Oh yeah, if you're going to have a big family gathering indoors, make sure your Instagram post clarifies that you were all tested at some point.
Okay. Well, I don't agree with the concept of that, but I suppose I understand where you're coming from. Thank you so much, Calvinson.
Thank you for having me.
I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, you will.
Oops, I removed the wrong person. He removed himself, and then I accidentally removed you. I'm so sorry about that. Wow, I mean, Calvinson doesn't seem to have a deep connection to what it is to be a human being in the 21st century. But I guess that's what happens when you're rich.
Right.
Anyway, we got another guest here who's very exciting. I mean, we won't take a chance on the Rapture is here. I'm getting an indication that he is ready, so I'm going to add him to the stream right now. I think that's what that indication is. Yeah, I'm adding him. Oh, okay, there he is. Oh,
I'm about to do this right now. I'm about to talk to Lester right now. I know you know him. I know you used to be married. Okay, I get it. All right. Listen. Okay, a kiss, not the other thing. Just a kiss. Okay. You have a good day now, baby. Okay. What's up, Lester? Sorry about all that. What's up? How you feeling, Lester?
well, I was feeling okay, and then it sounds like, I mean, did my wife go from drinks with Chezlounge chair to hanging out with you one day, Chase on the Rapture?
Yes. And she did want me to tell Chezlounge chair, hey, what's up? How you doing? Good to have drinks with you. It was good to have drinks with you. And she did not want me to say hi to Lester or even mention that I was with you. But I fucked up. Hey, it happens, Philly fam. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
Damn. Okay. Well, all right. Well, look.
You know how I met her, right?
No, remind me.
I'm Dictor.
Victor.
Yeah, they got bomb Wi-Fi down here in my bunker. I just upgraded, so we
Yeah,
good.
your bunker looks a lot better than the one that he was in before.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it started to feel a little gloomy, right? It's starting to feel a little gloomy, and I upgraded. I was getting depressed, which is weird for me because usually I'm happy as fuck. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's crazy. Your bunker looks like one that I've been in the past.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I've had that background.
Designer, Lester. We always got the same. Hey, did your wife design yours? Because she honestly kind of threw a couple suggestions around. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, in between other things, to be honest with you, she was doing some other shit for show. But
no, she didn't design mine. She won't come down here. But that's crazy that she would go into yours. She wouldn't come into mine. Look, we can't spend the whole time talking about my wife. I'm curious what you've been up to since we last spoke.
oh, honestly, same shit. Just different day, working on the album. You know what I mean? Dropping hot beats. I started talking to a yogi. You know what I mean? Of the Iroquois tribe. Now that sounds crazy. People are gonna be like, "Wait, that's a different type of Indian." But no, you don't understand. See, Iroquois actually they practice this brand new type of yoga, and they're a yogi. So they have revolutionized it. They took aspects of the Comanche tribe and they have integrated it, and the warrior spirit from the Comanche tribe and the horse riding and the Mongols, and that shit is like it's like yoga on steroids. You feel me, fam?
Whoa. I didn't know about that. That's crazy. Shalash, you ever hear that?
I did that on a retreat once. It is so life-changing.
Yeah, it really is, ain't it?
Right. I would say, though, that I got a little too sweaty, and I filed a formal complaint with the cultures.
Oh, okay. Well, you're probably the one they don't want back there then. Okay, that's all good.
You filed a complaint with the culture as a whole?
Right.
Where do you send a complaint like that to, Care?
You really just have to show up a lot over and over. And I had my sweat glands removed, so I was really upset at how sweaty I became.
Wow, yeah, you gotta wonder at what point can you even sweat if you don't have sweat glands anymore, and they make you sweat even despite not having them. Wow, I mean that's crazy.
Right. Which made me think that maybe it was other people's sweat on me, which is
Ooh.
worse.
Oh shit, we y'all doing crazy shit up in there? Those Iroquois, they like to get nasty sometimes.
Yes, they do.
Hey, what you do, girl, is your business. That ain't nobody else's.
Right. Yes, that's what I say.
Yeah, I'm a feminist. I love women.
How come I've never seen you on Dictor?
I gotta be honest with you. I'm Raya, right? You heard of Raya?
Sure, yeah. The app for only like celebrities and famous folks or whatever.
Right, like famous rappers, for instance.
Sure, yeah. Oh yeah, like you, yeah.
Right. Usually I be using Raya because I gotta make sure I can trust people. But I just started Dictor, and first thing I did, met Lester's wife. Funny thing enough, I don't remember her actual name. All I remember her is Lester's wife. I would be real with you.
She didn't put my name on her profile, did she? She probably put Charlene Davis.
And she put Charlene Davis. You know what? I wasn't even paying attention. I just saw those beautiful mind of hers, because intellect is the most number one thing about women.
Yeah, and she does hold the movie album, the movie cover to the beautiful mind in most pictures that she takes.
Right. And that's a great Russell Crowe, fantastic actor. You know what I mean? Like
loves him. Yeah.
Wow. You know what I mean? Anyways, yo, for sure. Yeah. But okay, that's good. Her name is damn, you just said it and I already lost it.
That's all right. Charlene Davis.
Davidson. Got you.
I'm okay. Well, boy, I mean, look, as long as she's happy, I can't be too upset with you, but I do wish you would respect her a little bit enough to know her name.
Oh, listen, I will learn her name eventually. Who am I going to be yelling and shouting at? When we are having a very good time respecting each other's opinions. You know what I mean?
I suppose so. But won't change the Rapture. How is the album coming?
The album's coming great. I actually had this new enlightenment come to me. I had some ideas come to me. I was just doing mostly that SoundCloud style trap beats, you know what I mean? But obviously with my own unique voice. But recently I was like, hey, why don't you start using some traditional instruments? You feel me? And using a different style, you know what I mean? So I started using some ukuleles, some baritone ukuleles, some tenor ukuleles, and some guitars.
Wow. Wow, adding a lot of strings to your repertoire there.
That's a lot of strings. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Do you have anything you could show us? I want to hear.
Oh, yeah. I can show y'all something. Hold up, though.
Share. When's the last time you saw live music?
Oh my God. Probably 8 years ago.
Girl, I told you had to leave. You cannot be coming back here without my permission.
Oh, no.
And the guards let you in? The guards just let you in, and they said it was okay to come back. Listen, no, I appreciate you, your mind, your spirit, and everything, but you really gotta go. You really gotta go. Lester is right here, and I think he can hear it. I don't.
Charlene?
Charlene?
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
She's very obedient.
Not to me.
I respect your choices, but please don't say anything. I got a little creature stuck on mine right here. This little creature. I gotta just unloosen him from the instrument. You know what? We're not gonna use that instrument. We're gonna use a different one because that one.
Okay.
Added character.
Say that again, Chezlounge?
I thought that added character to the instrument.
There's a lot going on down here in this bunker. I don't know if y'all could tell, but
yeah, no, we can hear all of that. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all hear that? I started taking lessons a week ago, and so I think I'm getting all right now.
Wow. Yeah, after just a week. I mean, that's impressive. Is that part of one of the songs that you're working on?
Nah, that was just me fucking around, you feel me?
Oh, sure.
That was the best music I've ever heard.
Oh, I really appreciate Chartreuse. That is so nice of you.
You're welcome.
That was. I mean, it was good, but that's
Damn, Lester. Your wife is getting that D.
Okay. All right, let's not focus on that. Let's not focus on that. But so I'm sorry. Chance, was you gonna play us a song off the album, or was you just gonna wanted to show Chezlounge what you got with the guitar there?
Oh, you want to get some shit off the album? So you want to break it right here on your show?
Hey, if you were into it, absolutely. But if you're not, that's cool too. I wasn't sure what the intent was.
I mean, everybody gets one, Lester, and I gave you Gucci Canned Goods. You remember that?
You sure did. That was a great one.
Remember that? That was a good one, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
That's still an unreleased track.
How is that celery going there, Chezlounge?
It's going good. My lipstick's getting all over it.
I hate when that happens, right?
Yeah, me too.
Talking about getting lipstick on celery.
Right, yes, yeah.
That would make a good song.
Just to be clear, Lester, I know you got a dirty mind. Chartreuse told me.
Did she now?
You told me about your dirty mind. You a dirty boy. Lester, you dirty.
Well, sometimes with Charlene, I would think of some things to do, sure. But now, I don't want to get into
it. She told me that story. She told me about her sister.
Did she now?
And her mom.
Okay, well, look, because I role played as her sister and her mom at different times with her, that's what she was doing. That was for her,
And her uncle Nedberg.
Okay, yeah, that one was my idea, but
you dog, Lester.
Well, so, sometimes you gotta spice things up. We was having a little bit of a rocky relationship. Obviously, we ended in divorce. So of course there were some problems. But you try things in the bedroom, and occasionally, yeah, those things are pretending to do incest.
Pretending to do incest is one of my favorite things. Real incest is gross. Pretending is kind of fun. It's fire. You feel me?
Yeah, it adds a little bit of a naughty element to it, which really fires things up.
It really does. When I say ho, I don't mean ho. in the way you might be thinking about it. I mean, all due respect to you, baby.
Wow.
Wow.
Thank you so much. It's a part of my whole like new vision on like feminism and reclaiming the word bitch, the word hoe, you know, for the bitches and the hoes. You know what I mean? I want to reclaim that because that shit has been used offensively for far too long, and we cannot allow that any longer. Because I respect it.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like that's some of the Thanksgiving spirit working its way into your album. You know, Thanksgiving, there's a bit of a dirty history there, but at the same time, the whole point of it is about, hey, we's all people. We's trying to be nice and good to each other now that we've done something awful.
Hey, for real, listen, Lester, I'm not a violent guy, and Chartreuse, I'm also not a violent guy. I just want to tell you too, in case you didn't know. But if I saw Christopher Columbus here today, though, just on a side note, I'll beat his ass.
Oh, I would be right there helping you out, you know, because I believe in the absolutely we high fiving. Yes, yes. I believe in the power of certain folks from history, like the Marquis de Lafayette. You know, he came into Louisiana. He made some mistakes with the natives as well, but for the most part, what he did was he made New Orleans great again. You know,
Yeah,
and that's what matters. You mentioned him on the album?
No, I got him on my album. He's doing a guest verse, Marquis de Lafayette.
You got Marquis de Lafayette on the album?
Yeah, I saw him on stage.
Dang, really?
Yeah, he was performing it on Broadway. That fool acts too. You know that?
I did not know that. No, as far as I knew, he died a long time ago, like 200 years.
Shit, I don't. Hey, maybe he invented everlasting life. Hey, who am I to say what is and is not true?
Oh my God. One of the potential apocalypses I warned against was the possibility that, in fact, Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, is a skin suit that Apocalypse, the X-Men supervillain, wears. And maybe that's true for Marquis de Lafayette as well.
Mind's blown. You know, mind's blown every day.
Yes,
Dang,
I believe that every second of every day. I believe that.
Me too. I feel you.
Wow. Well, that's terrifying. Now, the Marquis did he do a verse? Did he do some a track? What, tell me about this experience with the Marquis.
In simplest words, he spit the hottest fire that you could ever experience. Lava is like ice.
Whoa. I knew he was talented because he's so important to Louisiana. I keep making this screen move around in weird ways. I knew he was talented because you know, he founded Louisiana, which is very exciting. He made New Orleans what it is, but I didn't realize that he was also a hot fire musician. I guess that makes sense. You know, music is in Louisiana's bones.
He is fire. Have you heard that song, Immigrants?
The Immigrant song by Led Zeppelin?
No. It's called Immigrants. We Get the Job Done.
I have not heard that.
It is a fire song. It has Marquis de Lafayette. It has Riz Ahmed. It has Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Oh, what a lineup! Is that
No Product?
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, that's an amazing sounding lineup for a song. Most of those folks are people who I didn't know would ever do music together. But hey, that's exciting.
It's fire.
Yeah, that's great. Now, Chezlounge, we heard from you earlier that your plans for Thanksgiving are to, you know, have drinks with your girls and eat the celery.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
And I appreciate you spending your Thanksgiving dinner time here with me. I won't take the chance on the Rapture. You're kind of doing the same thing, spending Thanksgiving dinner with me, although it sounds like you're also spending it with my wife, which ex-wife. But yeah, what are your Thanksgiving plans? Won't take a chance on the Rapture?
Wait, are you asking me?
I know. Sorry. I started talking about
here,
you and then realized I'd already gotten the information from you. So
Well,
then I
I
was like,
I could add one thing is that I'm going to make cocktails, which are just going to be, I call them cocktails, but it's just Fireball in a cup of
Holy shit. Fireball is fire.
right? It's my favorite.
I mean, I had some bad experiences with Fireball. Let me tell you right now. I was at a concert for King Leon and I pissed on a couple of fools. Threw up on two.
oh no.
Holy
yeah.
shit, that's crazy.
Yeah. I used to get wild back in the day. Now I just get wild. I still get wild, I guess, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but just mostly in the bunker instead of at Kings Leon concerts.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really go out.
Well, Chance, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, today, of course, I am going to eat a Thanksgiving meal with present parties. And, you know, We got a lot of canned goods down here. We got that, of course. I got my song Gucci canned goods. We got Gucci, we got Fendi, we got Louis. Oh, we got all that kind of canned goods, all the good shit. So there's going to be a lot of corn, a lot of baked beans, stuff that typically comes in canned goods. But we also got beats. You like how I did that?
Ooh, beats like music beats and also beats like the pink fruit.
Exactly. They are both a good source of antioxidants.
You are a poet.
I appreciate that, Shard. You know what? I keep calling you the wrong name, don't I? Chezlounge.
It's okay. My name is Chezlounge Cailey. What are you saying?
Really?
Yeah, of the Cailey furniture empire.
Wow! Oh my gosh! How are you doing?
I am doing so well, and in fact, I'm sitting on a Cailey right now.
Are you really? It's a Cailey?
Yeah. What are you sitting on?
I am also sitting on a Cailey, but it is not a Cailey one. You're gonna have to send me one. I'll send you my secret address. You can visit me anytime you want, and I will respect you and appreciate you.
Oh my God, Lester, has anyone ever found love on your program before?
You know, we did hook up Joey and a giant the other week, but for the most part, no, we don't find a whole lot of love on the show. I'm really excited at the potential here. It takes chance away from my ex-wife, but also because I want you two to be happy.
Hey, listen, I don't know if you ever heard of something. There is a type of wine, Lester, and I will also be enjoying it. It is called a Ménage à Trois.
Oh, that's I don't know about that wine at all.
Yeah, but the funny thing about that wine is it's not just a wine.
Oh, really? Well, does it also come with the cheese and crackers?
You can get cheese and crackers. It doesn't come with it. You can put it on the side. What I'm trying to say is I could have a relationship with both your wife and Chezlounge Cailey at the same time.
Oh, well, I mean, wow. I mean, I guess, okay. I guess, yeah, you could. Yeah. I mean, I suppose that's the kind of thing that maybe Charlene would be into when you suggested it and she wasn't into when I suggested it, which is like kind of frustrating. But at the same time, it seems like that's kind of the way things are going. She's not as into me as I wanted her to be.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, Lester, without context, tell me when to stop. Tell me when to stop.
Without context?
Tell me when to stop.
Okay, I get it. Okay, we're talking about how long I've been together with my wife. Okay, keep going.
I feel like I'm moving too fast. I feel like we're already getting way ahead of ourselves here.
Oh, stop.
Wow.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's how long me and my wife was together. Roughly 20 years there.
That's acceptable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's an acceptable relationship time.
Okay, I mean, yeah, I thought it was good.
But listen, time is cyclical. That's what a lot of people understand. Time is not a straight line, as it might be defined by such philosophers that I will not name at this current moment. But so, even though I just met in a more linear sense your wife today, I have known your wife much longer. So if we're going with that reference, tell me when to stop. There ain't no stopping for me. You feel me?
Whoa.
You
okay.
are so smart. I feel like just hearing you speak, I'm getting smarter.
I'll tell you this right now, Chezlounge. There is no man in this world that is as smart as the least smartest women.
Oh my God. You're so hot. I can't stand it. Where do you say you live?
I'll send you that secretly. I can't let Lester know because I feel like I might have pissed him off today.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. You've gotten me on a little bit of an edge here because at the same time as I'm thinking, like, I'd love to reconnect with one of the few folks who was so into the bunker when they came on the show in the same way that I was, It'd be great to hear what kind of updates he's got from his bunker. It turns out the updates from over there is mostly of taking over my wife in a way, and it's hard to be replaced, but at the same time it's like it is my fault she's leaving me, right? So I guess I gotta just accept and wish her well and be happy.
Yeah.
Listen.
I mean, if you wouldn't leave your bunker just to save your marriage, why didn't you let her come down into your bunker?
Oh no, wait, hold on. I offered that to her many times. I said, no, you should live down here with me. We should be raising Bubblegum, who I know she calls John because that's his legal name, down here in the bunker if he's gonna grow up to be a successful apocalypse-fearing adult. But she was saying, no, come upstairs, live out here in the sunlight. There's a way to get around COVID without being deep underground. And I'm like, not as far as I know.
All
I
right.
have a comment there, Lester.
Sorry, you both gave me consoling words at the same time, and I didn't hear either one.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
What I said was not consoling, so I'll let you go.
Okay. I was just gonna say that I'll have a discussion with her respectfully and respect her position, but pose a different aspect that you and I actually might agree on, Lester. And because I feel you on the bunker life. For some reason, she quickly came down with me, which I cannot ascertain at this current time.
I know that, yeah.
But I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna feel her out. Okay, to be honest, I was gonna say not physically. I probably will fill her out physically.
Yeah, I saw that joke coming, and I gotta accept it. I'm willing to. I look. If she's got to be with somebody, at least she's with somebody who respects the bunker. You know,
I respect the bunker, and I respect the ladies. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I respect relationships, and that's why I waited. And, oh shit! I mean, yeah. What?
Excuse me?
Nothing.
You waited till you met her today.
Till I met her today.
Uh-oh.
Now, Chezlounge, I don't want to put you in a place where you come in between a man and his ex-wife with information you probably have, but you know, in all your times getting wine drinks with my ex-wife, did she mention no chance on Rapture before today?
I mean, what do you mean by mention?
I mean, ever say the name Chance?
No.
Okay. Well, that's good. No, because the one thing, like, I've always told her in the past, like, hey, look, if you gotta get something from somebody else that I don't give to you, that's okay, but we just gotta talk about it beforehand, you know. And for the most part, that's been the case where she does tell me all the time, hey, I need something from someone else, and I say, okay, go get it. I'm down here in the bunker anyway. But if she was to not tell me about something, well, that would make me feel bad.
Well, okay. Now you're divorced, so you don't need to worry about it ever again, Lester.
That's right. Yeah, we divorced now. Okay. Well, look, we look. I appreciate all this consoling of me that you're doing, and I do see that that's what you're trying to do. So thank you very much for that. But we's not really here to talk about me, right? We here to talk about y'all and see how you's doing the Thanksgivings. And I appreciate that you've given me some great information on that. We do have another guest who's ready to join us. So please, you two stick around as long as you want. But let's welcome Jason Ottier onto the show. Jason, hi there.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me okay?
That's good.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, we hear you just fine. Yeah.
Lester, thank you so much for having me, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, you was on the first official broadcasted show of this here Apocalypse a little bit.
Yeah, man, that was a wild ride. Obviously, Jessica Potts, she's not with me right now. Just to refresh the viewers and listeners, we were on a dating show where we were stuck together we did a quarantine together. We didn't know there was actually a quarantine happening, so it just kind of worked out that way. And if we could stick together, we'd end up getting married. I was also getting married. I had a marriage already in works, and so like Jessica was trying to work out another marriage with me and all that stuff. Anyways, I'm twice divorced now, and but I do have some music for you all today. I'm a musician, as everybody knows, a world famous pop star, Jason Ottier.
Right, yeah, we got a world famous pop star and a world famous rapper here on the same show. Plus a world famous Cahair lounge Cahair heiress.
Oh,
who doesn't do music but does do Cahairs.
Yeah, man. I was also a nail person once too, like a canalis person. Anyways, I'm just so happy to be here. It's a long time. Obviously, I'm very excited that I got the vaccine, and I'm out there playing.
You got the vaccine?
What?
Oh, You guys aren't that
Bro,
famous?
you're not supposed to talk about that.
Okay.
You got the vaccine too?
What? No, of course not. You tripping?
No.
Hold on.
No, we don't.
Is they giving vaccines to musicians first?
No, I mean, I like to think of myself as more than a musician. Obviously, I'm a philanthropist. I'm a philanderer. I'm a fillet of fish lover of all sorts and stuff. And that's why a lot of people come to me, and I'm mostly I'm well respected in the community. So that's why I got it first, I guess, because my songs bring joy to people, and how am I supposed to bring joy to people if I am afraid of dying? So if I'm afraid of death, I can't bring joy to people, and that's my job. And so the government hooks me up, obviously.
Okay, well, I guess there's logic behind that. It does, as long as the vaccine is happening, that's good news. That's good news. I won't get too upset about this. I've been getting upset all show, and I don't want to get upset now.
Upset? No, don't get upset, man. It's all gravy, baby. It's all gravy. Yeah. But anyways, that's speaking of gravy. That is. I am working on an album right now. It drops on Thursday. Because I was thinking, there's not a lot of Thanksgiving music out there. There's always this Halloween. There's this Halloween music. There's Christmas music. There's Flag Day music. There's even 4th of July music. Star Spangled Banner. That's not a bop. I mean, it's a bop. It's the first bop, obviously, but not like a bop. But anyways, I decided I'm going to corner the market for Thanksgiving music this year, and I'm hoping to get it going. Should I play a little bit of music for you guys?
I think we all love to hear a song. That right, everybody? Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
How about we skip politics and we just lick some boobs and butts?
Oh.
Hey grandma, let's not talk about QAnon. Let's just fuck some boobs and butts. I won't need a mask while I eat that ass. Will you, cuz? Yeah, all lives matter. So swallow my splatter on your boobs and butts.
Oh my God.
And son, there's something I want to talk to you about. Hold on, Dad. Put this in your mouth. I'd rather fuck my family than debate anything about anything political at all. I'd rather stand in a circle and mutual masturbate. I'd still have some more respect for them when I'm done. I'd rather fuck my family. That's just a taste. That's just a taste.
Wow, Jason. I mean, I gotta say, this is a change of direction for you in terms of lyrics, for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I've always kind of been a sensual person. That's what I've been known about. But yeah, I'm trying something different. I'm rebelling. As you know, my dad still owns a lot of my rights for my music, and so
right. You live in one of those same situations that Britney Spears lives in, where you basically are under the control of your father at all times.
Yeah, and so I mean, it's like a Britney Spears and Taylor Swift situation where
is that right, Taylor too?
Yeah, Taylor. Well, Taylor in my situation, Taylor stole it from me, but all of my masters are also owned by my master. So I'm like a sub to this person I met online, and he made me sign off all my masters to him, and so now he owns my masters, and now I'm re-recording it, and then also it turns out that was my dad. So that's the kind of situation. Yeah, I got
that's a convoluted story to unveil all at once.
Yeah, he's pretty bad. He's pretty bad. But I tweet about it all the time.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I've been trying to follow you, Jason, but I keep not being able to find you on Twitter.
Well, that's the thing. So I keep changing it because I keep giving it to random like masters I find online, and it's just my dad. So every time I tweet something, like just like Taylor, she tweets like those long paragraphs of like a picture from like a Word doc. So I do that, but it's not a Word doc. It's actually my handwriting on a MS-DOS computer. So anyways, So anyways, my dad's a bad guy.
Yeah, it sounds like. Well, it looks like you're gearing up for another song. Before we do that, I mean, Chance, you're a musician as well. Did you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I had a couple thoughts. First off, you lost me in the middle of the song. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jason. Okay. With the incest, but then I realized, as a musician myself, you were probably speaking as a character, not as yourself, obviously, because that would be freaky as fuck.
Yeah, like a role play.
Yeah, no, I definitely
role playing incest is fine, but actual incest is where we draw the line.
No, I haven't seen my family in years. Actually,
cool.
My dad won't let me.
Cool. Also, I want to point out what is happening with your father is called Findom. According to Lester's wife, he's been through it a couple times.
Yeah, I've been femdom.
Well, yeah, sure, yeah. I mean, I've been through that. Yeah.
Financial domination.
Yeah. Yes. Financial domination. It's also like just domination as well. He likes to stand over my bed and say, "Don't get up," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, I won't get up."
Yeah, that's physical. That's physical.
Yeah, that's
I've been through animation domination where Pinky and the Brain come over and they're like, "Hey, we're trying to take over the world. Get back in here." And I'm like, "I don't know how to help you, but I appreciate them down here."
For sure.
Yeah. This is. I have another song. Would you mind? I can play it a little.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to hear it.
Actually, hold on. Animation domination makes me thinking. Animate me while you animate me. Animate me with a big old honker. I don't know. I meant one. Anyways, I got another one for you.
Okay, so that was just riffing. That was great. I mean, that's a great little riff.
Sometimes it just hits me,
I think you need an 808 to drop right there though, and maybe some hi-hats and a real popping snare, and then you'd be good.
Wow, I mean, it would be insane to try to do a collaboration over a stream like this, but
it would be.
I don't think
it would not work. Okay, never mind.
It would be. I don't know much about stuff. I'm just all right. Well, so that song was called "Skip the Politics." I didn't announce it, so that was.
Oh yes, skip the politics. Yeah, clearly, and it's good that there's no indication of how sexual that's going to be in the title.
I don't think it's sexual. It's an allegory.
Well, there's a lot of. You said splatter.
Like the Twilight Zone.
That line is that. To be honest with you, that line I'm still working on. I'm workshopping that line.
Yeah.
This song is called "My Favorite Kind of Meat." Some people like. Oh yeah. Some people like that white meat. Some people like that fresh and that clean. Some people like that dark meat. Some people like, oh, you know what I mean. Some people like the gizzards. I don't even know where that is. Some people like the drumsticks. Those people aren't my friends. But the only meat that I like is between your thighs. that tape. Give me that tape. Ah, give me that tape. Oh, yeah. A lot of people ask, why don't you just eat that ass? A lot of people want to know, is it even pleasurable? A lot of people laugh when they find out my path. But I don't give a damn, at least it's better than him. But the only meat I like is that between your thighs. The only meat I like is where the sun doesn't shine. The only meat is the saints. Oh, yeah. It's a lonely road, and I'll split the wishbone. I wish for that taint. Thank you.
Wow, Jason, that was. I mean, again, you've taken a new direction with your music. That I'm so curious about what inspired it. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you so much. Yeah, no, I mean, I've always been a very sensual person, and so now that my new dom, if you will, he's been very, very embracing of my new style and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He says, you'll never see me, you'll never catch me, but I think he's got my best interest in heart this time. I think he really.
Sorry, he says that you'll never see him and you'll never catch him.
Yeah. I mean, I keep trying to, we play a little game of like, find me on the internet, where's your bank account? What's your social security? Haha, tag. And then I try to get his, because that's what we're, Googling.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Because you're playing a game. You're going back and forth.
Game, and he never gives it to me, but he says I have to give it to him.
Right.
Isn't it your dad? Isn't your dom your dad?
No, that was my other doms. This is a new dom.
That was Jason's original dom back in the day. And now he's got new doms, I guess, that he's finding online, and they sounds like they's just phishing scams. If you're asking me,
what? No, he promised me that he's not my dad. He said that
I have a conspiracy theory.
What?
This one is also your dad.
No. He said specifically, I know you didn't ask this at all, but you're not my son, and I'm not your dad. So. Can I have your bank account, please?
See, for me, that's like a big red flag, because I'm thinking like, oh, why would he think to say that unless he thought like this guy's going to be worried that maybe his dad,
Well, yeah, Jason, honey, when you are looking for a new dom, you need to get references. Any good dom has references, and you can talk to other people who've been with them and find out if it's not your dad.
I mean, he gave me some of the best references I could possibly think of. It was all of my other doms that were like just a list of references, and all these like emails like Big Daddy 1, Jason's Dad 2, OTA for the win, suck it Jason at Gmail, like so.
Right, because all your other doms turned out to be your dad.
Yeah, and so I mean they were great doms until they stole all my money, which was actually kind of right away.
Oh. It seems odd that they're still trying to take your money when they already got it.
No, I keep starting bank accounts. I have terrible credit. Right now.
Oh, I see. Yeah, Chance.
Jason, could you do me a favor? Can you text your dom right now, ask him what he thinks about your mother? Just say, what do you think about my mom?
Okay.
Just do it quick and say answer right away, or it doesn't count, and see what he says.
We'll see.
This is a great idea. Yeah, this would be an
experiment.
I just want to say something really wise. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe you will say the wisest things. Don't worry.
I love when people preface a sentence like that. Like I'm ready now. I'm ready for your wisdom.
Yeah. Okay. Forced findom is just theft.
Whoa.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. You know, to be
I
honest,
told you it was gonna be wise.
I keep asking. I'm like, so when am I going to get something out of this situation? You know, like when am I going to be, like, when am I going to have like fun of in this situation? They're like,
Yeah, but why do you keep seeking it out? You know, have you ever considered asking yourself that question?
Oh yeah, I mean, because I'm a child actor and a child performer, so I really never really didn't have somebody in charge of me. And so once I became 18 and I was like, "F you, Dad," you know, like you'll never see me again. I don't know.
It sounds like he is fucking you. You said "fuck you, Dad," and it sounds like he is fucking you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds that way for sure.
Maybe that's why I wrote all the incest jokes.
I think that would make sense. Yeah. It's all connected. That explains your new direction. You've just been so beaten down by this Findom situation with you constantly being tricked by your dad that now you're just thinking, all you're thinking about is getting fucked by your dad.
Do you guys mind if I don't know, I got a tune I need to bust out real quick. Is that okay? Can I do that real quick?
Of course.
I mean, yeah, we have time for one more for sure.
When you've been beaten down by your dad, it makes you sad. You should go on Craigslist and go into the anonymous pages and find a new dom that won't take your money. You should go on a Craigslist and ask for the roses that you will get paid for, and they won't take your money because you can trust the Craigslist. You can trust the Craigslist if they say that it's not your dad.
Wow.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's a beautiful tune. I think the lyrics speak to exactly what we was concerned about.
Yeah.
In an amazing way. I mean, I can't believe that was pre-written.
Oh no, I was feeling that one. That one.
Okay.
I will say that I'm kind of like you know that movie 8 Mile.
Sure. Yeah.
With Kim
Eminem.
Basinger. That guy that writes that music, how he writes down all the stuff, like pre-written stuff. All of my every word I sing is pre-written. So right now I had that thought, I just forgot about it, and then I remembered it in this moment that perfectly suit this this situation. Yeah.
In this moment, you want it, you never let it go. You know.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, his name was like Rabbit or something. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He was Rabbit.
Yeah, they used to call me Otter. I have no idea why.
I just assumed that was because your name's OTA.
No, that's
Well, y'all, we coming up on the end of our time together, and I just want to say a big thank you and a happy Thanksgiving to all three of you. Now, we had a bunch of folks on the show tonight, which was great. I mean, everybody's celebrating Thanksgiving with me, making it easier for me to get over. Well, for the most part, y'all was making it easier for me to get over the fact that I had to officially let my wife file them divorce papers today. And I mean, look, the story about that has changed over the course of the episode. It started that I just was handed the papers, and by now we're saying we's already divorced. But that's the case, you know, because I signed them during the show. So we are already divorced. Everything that's been said is true and accurate and good. Now, you know, the two of you, Chezlounge and Won't Chance to Rapture, I gotta say, two of you was talking a little bit more about my wife than I wanted, but I'm still gonna let you have one more chance to say anything that you want to say to the folks at home. Chezlounge, since you've been here the longest, let's start with you.
Okay. All right. If your little butts are cold, head on down to a Cailey furniture store. Get yourself a nice cushy Cailey for your little touche, and have a great holiday.
Thank you so much. How's that celery coming?
Oh, it's torn to shreds.
Very nice. Very nice.
And Won't Chance, I will see you, honey, very soon.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this love connection.
You won't be seeing it. You won't be seeing it whatsoever. You will
Oh
not.
no, not like physically see it, but just like
Right.
you know.
But I'm
Here.
just letting you know, just in case it wasn't clear, you will not see it.
Okay. Well, Chance. I mean, any last words that you want to give to the folks at home?
Yeah, of course. Believe all women conspiracy theorists. If a man comes up with a conspiracy theory, he could be wrong, but if a woman says it, it's probably true. That's number one. Number two, check out my new album when it comes out. Release date is not yet determined, but it will have such hits that you may have heard as Gucci Canned Goods, Billy Goat, others, some stuff you heard today. Hoes is a term of endearment, stuff like that.
And what's the name of that album?
It is as of yet untitled.
Okay. So yeah, keep an eye out for the One Chance the Rapture album that is untitled and coming out at an undetermined date.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much. And Jason Ottier, I mean, I hope that we've somehow helped you feel a little bit better this Thanksgiving.
You have.
Well, that's great. And I hope that you get out of this cycle of findom that you stuck in with your dad.
It's a cycle of abuse.
It sure is. Anything else that you want to let our folks at home know?
Yes.
This Thanksgiving?
I have an album coming out on Thanksgiving. If you want.
Oh, so today?
I have an album out today. If you haven't already, you should probably go over to this guy. He likes to steal all my content, but one of these songs that's probably played a little bit better and maybe by some more professional people might actually be a music video on his Instagram or on his YouTube page. It's at Adam R. Mac or Adam R. Macias on YouTube. I think one of these songs might be a music video. I filmed all of them. I film music videos constantly, like pretty much like all the time. This is a music video right now. So I think it's just getting sent to my editor, which is Adam Macias, and so he's just gonna put it up somewhere. I don't
Well, that's great. And to everybody who's watching at home, I mean, yo, first off, I don't say yo very often, but when I do, you know it's serious. Have a happy Thanksgiving, folks. And if you're thinking about, hey, tonight I'm with my family and one of them might have COVID, well, get yourself tested because it's real true. One of them might have COVID. But ideally, none of y'all brought COVID, so none of y'all's loved ones, and everybody had a good Thanksgiving. And thank you for being here for this live Thanksgiving special. I know I stopped asking questions from the chat a long time ago, but that's just how things go when it's live. Sometimes you get so into the conversation that you forget to read and see if Jack Mehoff has added any comments or anything, or if Dick Sauce has anything new to say. So sorry to you
Jack Mehoff was in the comments?
Jack Mehoff was in the comments, but it turned out that was just Pete the offensive guy in disguise.
Oh, okay. My dad had that handle as well.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Dang. Is Pete the offensive guy your dad? Ooh, we should get you two on the show and find out.
My dad is pretty offensive, especially all the stuff he texts me.
I believe it. I don't think he's really your dad. That's a joke. Pete the offensive guy was eating children that turned out to be farm animals today. So I think he and your dad have two different things going on. But look, I don't need to recap what we just talked about. If you're at home, great job being at home. If you're at a place that's got Thanksgiving going on, that's not your home, get back to your bunker, fool. Get yourself safe. And also at the same time, I'm going to sign off the show the way I always do, which is just kind of unceremoniously leave you. The show now we did it. Wait, hold on there, Dr. Ron. We're going to have to do a little bit of a different outro on this one because we have a Thanksgiving special, and I didn't give my guests the opportunity to plug their stuff, so we's gonna plug it for them right here. All right, yo, we had Jenna Glace on the show. That's Elizabeth Conway at Miss Elizabeth Content on Instagram. We had Treasure Thomas on the show. That's Sam Sibilsky at Who Is Sam Sibilsky on Instagram. We had Pete the offensive guy on the show. That's Andres Parada at Andres Parada Comedy on Instagram. We had Suckleberry Sequim on the show. That's Kaylee Nickerson at Kaylee No ELN on Instagram. We had Calvinson Olivermore Chasteton III Jr. on the show. That's Jesse McIntosh at Too Much Jesse on Instagram. We had Chezlounge on the show. That's Kayla Teel at KETEEL on Instagram. We had Won't Take a Chance on the Rapture on the show. That's Victor Olivas at Victor_Crack Cobain. We had Jason Ottier. That's at Adam R. Mac, Adam Macias. Thank you all of those folks for being here. I also want to say thank you to Fernanda Perez, who was going to be on the show, but due to technical difficulties, that didn't happen. That's at Gummy Bananas on Instagram. We would have seen what ZKT7 did for Thanksgiving. That, of course, is the AI who eats people. Would have been very interesting, but no. Nope. Internet and computers said, we're not doing that. And, of course, thank you to the Pack Theater for letting us have this educational show on a comedy channel. All right, y'all. Thank you to you for listening, watching, whatever else you do. As always, like, subscribe, etc. At Lester Pipps on Instagram, at Ezra Partier as well. We's on all this stuff. We's on all your favorite podcast apps. We's on your favorite YouTube. So hit it, find it, and we'll see you next week.